Welcome to another video of Do You Know What to Do? Today we have this bench in front of us, and what's the problem with this guy?
Well, the webbing on the bottom there is giving way, as you can see it moves so much. Wow, I didn't know it was going to go down that much.
Pretty bad.
It is. So it doesn't support the person anymore.
At all.
It's horsehair, it's pretty old.
Right.
And it's a very good client of ours, a designer. She gives us a lot of work, and this is a client of hers. And what she wants us to do is take all these decorative nails off and save this tapestry. I don't know if it's a family
heirloom or something like that,
but they want to save this. And you can tell it's already got some holes in it, like one right here, here, and here. And it's going to fall apart.
Yeah, so that's the main problem. So how we'd go about this otherwise is go ahead and take out these decorative nails. There should be some staples underneath there. Take out the staples, but the problem with that is, first of all, we have the decorative wood that we have to be careful with.
Yep.
So it's almost impossible not to make any nicks in the wood. So you have to be very careful with that. And also, when you start taking off the tapestry will start to unravel.
Yeah, because look at it, it's kind of like dry rotted now.
I know. So if you start hammering at it with, a sharp object, you're going to cut it.
Right, right. And then another problem is, let's just say him and I make it a little fuller than what the original upholster did. We'd have to pull this back down, and it's already cut right around here. May not be enough, but that may not be an issue, but it could be.
So to avoid all those problems, what we're going to try to do is fix it from underneath.
Right.
That's the main thing.
So flip it your direction. Grant and I made the measurements, and we went out there and cut in the sleet. And this is just a piece of scrap wood, plywood, 1/2 inch. And when we first did it, it didn't fit.
Right.
So we had to clean it up a little bit. I always make things a little too tight. And then we're going to take these rails here that we made to size. And you can tell, too, that we had to cut around the corners here so it fits in. We just eyeballed it and took the first cut, meaning the little square piece of wood, set it over here and marked it, and then vice versa. So they're all kind of the same.
Right. And one thing about that is you're just going to have to do it based off of your circumstances, because sometimes there could be corner blocks right here that you have to get around.
Right.
So you have to think that through. So just make sure you think everything through. Get the plywood that will fit in there, and you'll be fine.
Right. This application can go to many things, not just small little footstools, but it could be, I've seen sofas. I've recommended this on sofas and dining seats, things like that. If you don't really want to go through all that trouble, then this could be an option for you. Now, there's a second way you can do this, too, is damage the wood. Tell them we can't find the piece, and I'm sorry.
Right.
Now you can take a piece of foam, very firm foam, like say a density or a compression of like 70 or maybe even higher. Make it about 1.5 inches larger, but make sure, I'm kind of interrupting myself, but you could put webbing over top of there. Okay?
Right.
But make sure, is what I was going to say, is when you pull down that it's not too big, that now it's bulging out, it's going to look stupid. So you're going to want it to be as flat as possible. So if you get it too thick, and you can't pull it and make it go up into here,
you're going to have a bump going over the bottom, so it's going to look like there's a seat on the bottom too, which is stupid.
That's going to look dumb. So you're going to have to work with that a little bit. But that is an option if you don't want to mess with the wood.
Right. So we got the wood right here. We got our rails cut out. We've got all that ready.
Yes.
The main thing right now is, since this isn't 100% to each side of the rails, so it's not touching each side of the rails, you're going to have to make sure that each one is close enough.
That's sick of that thing.
That's funny. So what I mean by that is, real fast, we're going to turn this back over. Right here, there's a sizable gap right here. So you want to put your rail up against the other rail, then make a mark.
Yeah, we'll just take a pencil and mark that, so we get, like you just now said, we're
Enough
up against
coverage.
the rail of the footstool.
Right. So.
Okay, so let's do that now. I don't have a pencil. Let me get a pencil. Yeah. Okay, before we get started on that, we usually tell you what tools you're going to need, and we didn't do that yet. So you're going to need some glue.
A drill. You got some paper and pen, just to go ahead and make sure you get the measurements right for everything.
Right. You're going to need a saw.
Saw, yeah.
We did a circular saw.
We did. You can use a hand saw. It just takes a lot more time. It's a lot more effort. If you have a circular saw, go ahead and use it. Don't go out and get it for this project. You're going to need it for another project. Go ahead, but you get it.
Right, we try to do things on the cheap and quick, but our quality and do last. I promise you that.
Yeah.
Well, you can even get the hardware store to cut it for you if you don't want to buy the saw. You might be in an apartment, you don't want to do all that in there.
Exactly. Let's just say, for instance, real quick with these rails, if you just have these two pieces, you could literally cut these in half right here and use them in the floor areas. And the reason why is because you don't need these rails to go all the way across this size of the rail, if that makes any sense. So you could just have one that's this side right here, here, and there.
Right. If it gets a lot of use, a lot of sitting on, if it's a chair or something like that, you might want to go all the way.
You might, yeah.
Yeah, but
definitely.
you don't have to on this little thing. I just went ahead and did it anyhow.
Got it.
So, all right. So we also going to need some screws, and
Yes.
that is the length that's not going to go past your decorative rail there.
Which is very important.
I hope we're not. Yeah, we look okay.
Yeah, we should be okay with those. Obviously, you need a bit and stuff like
measure.
that. Tape measure. And that's about it in a pencil.
Right. So then you're ready to go. Okay. Pretty simple. Now what we're going to do is mark it, as we said earlier. We're going to push this against the sides here. We went 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, and then so forth. So we can put these right back in the same spot. Nothing is 100% square, if you would. So some fit a little bit better than the others.
Right. Like, for example, this rail won't fit over on that side, but these fit where they are now.
Right. So we're good to go.
So let's go
and
ahead.
mark this up.
Mark it.
I'm going to push down the center as best I can.
Okay, let's see right here. Right there. This guy here. This one here. Sorry.
No, that's cool.
And then finally this one right here.
Okay, so we think what's best to do is we're going to set this aside, pull everything out.
Okay.
Okay, I got this here.
I'll grab this.
Then, we didn't mention a brad nail. You don't have to have this. You could just use very small screws if you want, but we're going to use a brad nail. It's a little faster. Without this, it would be a little bit more challenging to do it, meaning pushing it down and starting the drill and all that stuff. So you're gonna see it, but we're gonna push it in and then brad nail it real quick on all 4 sides, and it's gonna stabilize it.
Right. So I'm just setting everything out.
Yeah.
Actually, we're gonna need to start gluing right here.
A little glue. I got a wet rag here.
This is
I
old
think
glue.
sticks on.
There we go.
Okay, so then we're gonna do that, and we're gonna put a brad nail.
Somebody's blowing up your phone.
I know. Oh, okay. I hate when you get a message you really don't want.
That's funny.
Okay, we're going to need a rag underneath it because when you push that on, it's going to run on the table.
Got it.
So let me get here. When you can lift that up.
Perfect.
I'm going to lay it right there.
Thank you.
Okay.
This is number 1.
What is this one? 2. Okay, it's 2 there. So we'll start with yours first. And we're going to tack it with some brad nails. The thing is, though, man, I got to get underneath there. Can you slide it to the edge?
Yes. So let me go.
Tell me when you're ready and turn away.
Okay. 1 second. Go.
You ready?
Yep.
You do it again. Hold on. All right, ready?
Mm-hmm.
One more.
Yep.
All right, see if that works.
That works.
All right, let's wipe off the excess.
Cool. Let's start on the second. Excellent. All right, so we're going to finish this up, and then as soon as we finish that, we'll get back to you guys.
Yep. Okay, so now what we're having to do is pre-drill. We're going to do maybe, what, 3 here?
Yeah, I was thinking that. I mean, 2 on the side.
2 on this side here.
I like that.
Okay.
Okay, let's do it. So split them up pretty evenly.
Yeah, you can just eyeball it.
Yeah, there's no really method to this madness.
No, I'd come in a little closer.
A little closer?
Yeah, like maybe
So there is a method. Watch your finger.
It's like, ah!
Okay. That's funny. That hit a nail. Okay, good.
No, it's just a dull bit. We could actually rip down these boards, but I didn't want to do it. But maybe I should have.
We'll find out.
It's kind of nasty out there. I don't want to stay out there.
But it's cold outside. It's cold. All right, let's see here. Oh yeah, exciting stuff.
Yeah, okay, so as far as we've gotten here, if you don't have a brad nail, you could just put some very pre-drill and put some very small screws in there, just to keep it in place. That's all you want. But the
Not too
glue's
thick
going to hold.
diameter, really.
Right, or you could just use little teeny nails. I mean, just do that, you know? And if you don't want to split the wood, one trick you can do with a nail is you take a hammer. I know this is a screw, I get it. But you turn the nail upside down, you take a hammer and you blunt the point there. and that reduces the chance of you splitting your wood.
Yeah, because I guess it doesn't act like it's a wedge anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Right. So you blunt that wedge part on the end of the nail. So just get what are they called? Finishing nails. Get a very small finishing nail.
Okay, great.
You don't have to do screws.
All right, so let's get this tarp out of the way because that's going to have some glue on there. We don't want that on the top. And then grab this guy right here.
Now, like we said, it's not 100% symmetrical, so it fits in one way and not another. So this one may not.
I think that's the right way, but it's quite snug.
I probably should have put a mark on there. Is this the right way?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Man, it is snug.
Right, because it's 2 over there. Yeah, this is right. There we go.
All right, see, this is what I meant. We should have ripped it down a little bit. So I'm kind of halfway through, and I think we can make it work.
I think so. I think we're going to push it down from one side, maybe like, I don't know, the 4 or the 2, it doesn't really matter. And then we'll work our way with the brad nail just to keep it there semi-permanently, and then go back with the screws where we pre-drilled. Now you're going to have to pre-drill a second time because we didn't pre-drill through this rail. We only pre-drilled, that's a hard word for me to say, pre-drilled through these rails. So this one will still split. So you're going to have to pre-drill that.
Yeah, I hope it still won't. So
yeah,
let's find out. And well, we'll tell them in a moment about the length of the bit.
Yeah.
All right, so you want to start on my side? Someone's got to do the brad, though.
I know, right?
All right, that's good there. Man, that's going to be tough. Oh, no, that's good. That's good. Awesome.
All right. Grab this one right here.
All right. Here, I'll use the...
Go ahead and, yeah, shoot that one in there, right there.
You ready?
Yeah.
What the...
Hello? Fly!
Yeah, or...
What's up with that?
I don't know, man.
Try it again. We're good.
Oh, ain't that the way it is? All right, we'll be right back. I got to work on... Look, I don't understand. It's got a rubber band.
That's funny.
It should work.
Let me unplug this thing.
All right. This gun broke earlier.
Here, be careful. We'll go, yeah.
And what this rubber band's doing is acting like the safety guard. So, well, excuse me, it's bypassing the safety guard. I hope this thing doesn't go off.
Yeah, be careful.
All right, let me try that.
All right.
Where am I here?
Yeah.
Well,
one shot again.
That doesn't make any sense, man. Man.
Here, I got it.
What?
First, I'm going to unplug this. Oh, we have crappy tools, man.
We were rolling too, man. We were. All right, here we go again.
We'll still have a gap on that rail. Who cares?
Well, we're going to put a dust cover on here, as long as it holds.
That's right.
All right, which one do you want to do?
All right.
Wait, let me look at it. Well, it is kind of.
It'll work.
It's fine.
It's touching here.
It's fine. All right, let's do that. Oh, yeah.
Let's push this guy in there. There.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Oh, I know why it's got that gap, because that rail bends back.
That's right.
Let me hit this one here, too.
No, that was
I
my
don't
thumb.
need it, but... What was?
My crack? Or the crack?
You got your thumb in there, crack?
No, the crack on my thumb.
That's funny, man.
Speech impediments, man.
Oh, yeah.
They'll
That's
do
good,
you
man.
in.
All right, you ready? All right, wait, let me muscle it. Here, oh, wait. Here, wait.
Right there.
This reminds me of working with my dad, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was fun.
That's good.
All right. Okay.
Rip the fabric on the top.
All right, good
Jeez
enough.
Louise.
That's probably enough right there. All right, let's put the, now we got a pre-drill.
Let's just look at it real fast.
Look at that.
It's not
Oh,
bad.
wow, that's pretty good.
It's firm.
Man, see, we didn't have to take off all that tapestry. None of those nails.
It's like fraying up on top because we ruined it.
We bust a hole right through it.
All right.
It was like that, lady.
That's right. All right, let's go ahead.
So now we got a pre-drill. We got to show
that's true.
them
That's true.
that the length.
All right, so what we're going to do for this one, we're going to show you on the side camera. With the bit right there, we want to make sure that it's no longer than the first rail and maybe midway to the second rail.
Well, how
What do you
long is the
think?
screws here? 1 5/8?
It is. So maybe just do the screw size.
Yeah.
Let's
the
do
screw
that.
size.
All right, let's find that out.
Man, I got something. didn't
You
I?
got something there, man.
You were close, weren't you?
But I got it. All right. Mid size. Let's see here. That looks good to me. What do you think?
Yeah, I would do a little less and more for sure.
Okay.
Where's my phone?
Ouch. All right. You good?
That's good.
Okay.
All right, now I don't want to crank these screws down because the rails are bending out a little bit.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Snap it.
Right. So we'll weaken the foundation
Got it.
on the board here, the plywood.
Okay. That's a problem. Thank you.
Hopefully this one's charged.
We'll find out. Sounds okay. Cool. Let's go ahead. Replace this.
You get them all?
Yeah.
Oh, that was fast. All right, now we need the dust cover. Well, not now, but in a minute we will.
Okay.
I don't know what I did with it.
That's it.
All right, cool.
All right, we're
That
done.
thing's solid, man. All right, so now you see what we did here.
Yep.
And you can see the finished product is obviously going to hold
Definitely. I mean, those are 3 screws on either side and then 2 screws on these sides.
with a few brads.
Yeah, this thing's going to hold for a long time.
Yeah, so what we were thinking too, instead of using a traditional, today's modern stuff, dust cover,
Yeah, this is black synthetic crap.
synthetic stuff, looks ugly. We're going to use
Some burlap.
burlap. I think they're going to like that. Older pieces of furniture years ago used the burlap.
Right.
So I think she's going to like that. We're going to simply put that on, cover all this up, and no one's ever going to know how that was repaired, but they know it is repaired.
Yeah, that thing's solid now.
So that was a pretty cool trick, right?
Definitely.
You can do that with any furniture that just has webbing for your support and it's given in and you don't feel like messing with it. Try that and see if it works out. If not, use the foam method. It'll be a little softer, of course. This will be a lot firmer, but the choice is yours, whatever you want to do.
All right, let me take this out and see if it hisses a lot. No, cool.
All right.
Let's do this.
So we'll put on the dust cover.
All right, so right now, Dad's putting on the dust cover for the bottom of the Ottoman, or what is this? Really a stool?
Footstool.
It's really a stool.
Yeah.
So in any case, he's putting that on. One thing that you want to do is you want to make sure you have the dust cover not come too close to the edge of whatever furniture piece you're doing. So you want about a 1/4 inch, right?
Yeah.
Away from the edge. That's the way it doesn't look so bad when you're looking at it from a distance and you can see underneath, a little bit of the underneath of the stool or any other piece of furniture you're doing, and you see the dust cover.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
So I think it looks nice, right?
I think so too. It turned out quite nice.
I've always liked the burlap as dust covers.
Right now, what I'm doing is I'm looking at a few comments. The real reason, we wanted to tell you guys this, one of the reasons why we haven't been doing comments a lot, or videos in particular, is because we've been so busy with our jobs.
The business just, well, I'm glad. I mean, it did take off.
Yeah, I am glad
So
too.
I'm really glad. But we have to look after the clients. We got to talk to them and take care of them, and the emails, the phone calls, the deliveries. It just takes too much time. So
It does take a lot of time. And sometimes, the past few months, we've been getting a lot of rush jobs for some reason.
Right.
So that has just been like, get out there, get as much done as possible. And we haven't been able to do the videos as much as we wanted to. So we're glad we can do them now.
right, we have to golf.
That's funny.
It's true. We have to fish.
Sleep.
Yeah, it's true. Come out here when we feel like it.
That's right. Get up at like 9 o'clock in the
I
morning.
get that early.
That's fun.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
No, the 9 o'clock ain't true. It's more like 10.
That looks really nice, man.
Yeah. All right, so we'll finish this up and then we'll get back to you.
Let's do it. All right, that looks
Okay,
great.
So we're done. So you see it looks period, right? It's
Yeah.
better than the black.
It's a lot better than the black. I think
Yeah.
that would kind of look a little lame, honestly.
I think it would too. I put on 2 layers because this is not a tight weave of burlap, and you have the wood that we put in. You can kind of see it, so I figured
that's
that
smart.
would look kind of cheesy. So we put 2 layers on there, and it looks good.
I like that.
So we'll flip it over.
This is what it looks like when it's done. It's definitely firm. I think this is really just a showpiece.
It is.
So I don't think they're going to be sitting on it because this stuff is very delicate. And it's already started to warn a hole in different areas. This is how we found it. So
that's how they got it to us, yeah.
Yeah.
So we would have destroyed this trying to take all these
Definitely.
nails out. And this stuff is already dry rotted a little bit. So that would have been a bad undertaking. So if you have a situation like this where you just have webbing underneath there, try this method or
Yeah.
try the foam.
Yeah, so now you know what to do. With this one, too, we had... I lost my thought, honestly.
It's okay. But I got something I can say.
All right, let's do
So
it.
if you did the webbing on the outside, you're going to see it right here. It gets kind of bulky. It's
Yeah.
okay. I mean, you can do that because it's been done all the time for many, many, many decades. So you could just have to cover it up over there. But we didn't want that. We just want to have a thin burlap cover.
Yes.
So we went inside with the wood.
Yeah.
But you don't have to take all that trouble. You can just put the webbing out here, put a piece of foam in there, and Bob's your uncle.
Right, it would be softer.
Oh yeah, it'd be a lot softer.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah, this is a great solution. So now you know what to do with this. Thank you for watching.
Give us a thumbs up.
Please do. Please don't forget to subscribe and also leave us some comments because we do want to get back to those comments. We've
do.
been out of this because we've been so busy with our job, but we definitely want to help you with those comments. So we're going to be doing more Save Our Assets or Your Assets.
Save my assets.
Really, and in video form, so it'll help out a lot.
Yeah, we'll do the best we can.
Yeah.
So I think we saved this piece. I know they're going to be happy with it.
Yeah.
And now, hopefully, you could use this information if you need it.
Definitely.
Okay, this can apply to sofas, dining seats, single chairs, whatever, love seats, if there's just webbing underneath there. And there's a lot of it out there that just has the webbing. And when that goes, you're going to have to tear all the top off of your sofa, your love seat, your chair, or whatever it is, to replace that webbing.
It's going to be just a hassle. Even if you didn't have a delicate fabric, it can just be a pain in the butt.
Yeah,
Go
it
ahead
is a
and do
pain.
so.
Yeah, it is. So now you know what to do, and we're going.
That's it. Let's go.
Thanks for watching.